you so much. Well, we have to keep our kids safe from COVID-19, but we also have to keep them safe from drowning. How do parents achieve both for their children? We have Birch McMullin. He owns British Swim School of St. Louis. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, again, COVID-19 avoidance is absolutely important, but you have a personal story about pool safety. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, so when I was 5, my younger brother, who was 22 months old at the time, thought we were at a group party, and he actually fell in the water and drowned. The drowning, the water safety is really, really near and dear to my heart. Also, I have 2 young children who are about that same age as well. So
I can definitely imagine how that would be a passion for you now. A lot of parents want to know, and they want to make sure their kids are safe in the water. But how do you socially distance during a class from the British Swim School? I was a swim instructor at one point, and sometimes when those kids get scared, they wrap themselves around you like the alien. So how do you socially distance teaching a swim class?
Right, so we're taking a number of precautions. Obviously, we're keeping the pools clean, keeping the chemicals at the right levels to make sure that they're disinfecting the pool, cleaning all the surfaces and equipment. As far as the distancing piece, we have the children spaced out away from each other on the pool deck, so like you can see there in the video. We also have our instructors all wearing masks to make sure that they, are not transmitting it to the kids. And then we have the parents spread out as well too. We're obviously encouraging everyone to wash their hands, stay clean. Also, as far as on the deck, having the kids come with their swimsuits on so that we're not spending time in the locker rooms grouped together that way.
That is a good point, because those locker rooms can get packed as the kids try to get dressed. As for the parents, if they have a pool at home, can they get lessons from the British Swim School?
Absolutely. We are now offering at-home lessons. That's a great way if you're concerned about coming out into a group setting. We can come to your house. Again, our instructors are wearing masks. We can do that with just your family, or if you'd like to get together with some friends or neighbors, we can do that as well. And we can do that whether it's your pool or if you have a neighborhood pool that you have access to.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Do you have any suggestions for people who maybe, because another thing that we found is that above ground pools have become very popular now that some families are not comfortable going to a public pool. Any safety tips that you would have for them, whether they retain the services of your school or not?
Yeah, so there's a number of things you can do. Some of the biggest things you can do, obviously, are swim lessons. They can reduce drowning by 88%, so that's huge. Constant supervision, and that means being within arm's reach of your child and looking at them all the time, even when they're not in the water. 70% of drownings happen when a child isn't expected to be at the pool. Also putting up a fence or some sort of barrier around the pool to make sure that children can't get to it accidentally. If you're playing outside or playing inside, they get through a door. You want to make sure they can't get to it. If they're not able to swim, wearing a life jacket, a Coast Guard approved life jacket, not just an inflatable swim ring or something like that as well.
All right, Coast Guard approved. We'll definitely make note of that. We'll have a link to the British Swim School of St. Louis on fox2now.com. Birch McMullin, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll be right back.